Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Mike Steele, and this is Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age, and this is my walkthrough. So, if you've been keeping up with my videos, we took care of some extra stuff after crossing the Ester Sand back to Rabanastre, and if all is done, visiting the clan hall, and taking down some hunts. Your choice on which ones you want to take care of. I recommend taking care of the cactoid, but you don't have to. But now we're up to making the city rounds, so let's start by visiting Miguelos. Note that I have not made any upgrades yet, so I will be doing that as well. You can do that in any order you want, but definitely make upgrades because the shops have all new stuff. But right now we have to find Pinello. So, as Vaughn said, upon arriving in Rabanastre, Pinello should be at Miguelos at this time of day. So, Miguelo Sundries. Note the one now, which will give you easy access to teleporting to different parts of the city.
Vaughn, is it really you? I heard you got took off to Nalbina.
The Imperials will need more than a dungeon to stop me.
You broke out of a dungeon? Whoa!
Yeah, if it wasn't for Valtia, though.
Would you? Pinello isn't around, is she? Out on a delivery, maybe?
Nope, haven't seen her all day. Not like her to up and skip out on work like that. Miguelo's not here either. He went running off somewhere a little while ago.
Alright,
So much for my big welcome. I guess everybody's busy.
I got my hands full watching the shop, and old Dallin had something for me to do, but I can't get away.
And so we're gonna have to visit
Dallin, huh?
Old Dallin.
Tell you what, I'll go see him for you.
Really?
Well, nothing better to do.
Alright, so basically, we have to go to Old Dallin now, again, like we had before. That's the older gentleman in Lowtown. So let's exit and head over to Old Dallin. We'll visit Old Dallin, and then we're gonna have to make a delivery for him. It's a sword for the sword of the old order. So, alright. So what I was telling you before was that there are now Mooglings. The Mooglings teleportation. I will show you what a Moogling is. I don't know why they call it a Moogling, but nonetheless. See, a Moogling attendant. Now, you go to the Mooglings, they will be able to let you teleport to different parts of the city of Rabanastre. So you can go to the Muthru Bazaar, and then within the snap of a finger, you'll go right over to East Gate, West Gate, South Gate, so you can go to all aspects of the city from all three different points. Except for the central part of the city. But, let's give an example here. Let's go down to South Gate, because it leads right over to Old Dallin's. This is a little trick, or at least a shortcut anyway. So you teleport over to South Gate, and the South Gate is the only gate that leads into Lowtown via the vault. These big vault doors, see? And you can just, boom, go right in. So, Old Dallin be like, he's a sharp left right as soon as you enter. So, let's go over there now. We can grab this chest. Not much, but at least it's something, right? Okay, so here we go. Sharp left, and that's Old Dallin right there. Now we're gonna go to Old Dallin's, and he's gonna sort of have a task for us. A delivery that we are going to have to make. So, talk to Old Dallin.
Well, well, look who we have here. Heard you were sent off to Nalbina.
And I got out of there as fast as I could.
Thanks to Valtia.
But it was all worth it, Dallin. Here, look at this.
My, quite a treasure you've got there.
Now that's actually
Well,
Nephesite.
you know, I couldn't have done it without your help.
which they'll talk more
there
about
is
later
more to
on.
discuss, Charles, than first meets the eye.
The game really hasn't
One,
even
I've an errand, a simple favor to beg of you. I was
opened
going
up
to
yet.
ask that kites to go, but I should think that you ought to do. No, I think you're just the one.
I don't know why he says that, but
There's a
he
fellow
says
by
that
the
with a...
name of
don't know,
Azalas,
we're just
and
the
I
one.
need you to bring this sword to him.
That's a sword of the old order.
I wouldn't
Speak my
sell
name
that.
when you arrive.
by the
That
way.
should be enough to get you in to see him. I've made a note on your map showing you where he can be found. Mind you, you are to deliver the sword to him personally.
I will.
This sword is actually
Down.
better
Do you think I could get you to do
than
something
any
for me?
upgrade at this moment.
I need you to find out where Penelo is. I wanted to show her what I got from the palace, but I haven't been able to find her anywhere. Can you let me know if you hear anything?
So,
You can just leave that to me.
so yeah.
Thanks, Dallin.
So yes, I'm trying to refrain from talking during the
And so it is
cutscenes.
done. But will it be enough to remind him of what the Order once meant?
Well, he was never a part of the Old Order, so I don't think he knows even what it means ever. So to remind him of what it meant, I don't really know how it would apply, because his brother knew. He was the one who worked as a soldier infantry for the Old Order. Not Vaughn. Vaughn was like, what, 14 or something like that? He doesn't know anything about the Old Order, really. So reminding him of what it once meant, I don't see how it applies. Because you can't remind somebody if they've never knew in the first place. And you could have said, maybe this will teach him of what the Old Order means. Not of what it once meant. Or not reminding him, maybe. Will it open his eyes to what the Old Order once meant? Because he never knew what the Old Order meant in the first place, so... Anyway, so the party has disbanded at this point. As soon as you pretty much make your way into Rabanastre, the party will disband. But not to worry, this whole issue with Penelo will wash over and sort of... Well, not wash over, actually. It will kind of open up and trigger our adventure to actually bring the party back together again. So without further ado, let's make this delivery for Old Dallin. And if you need any, help finding the area, it's right there, marked on the map. An easy way, just open it up like that, and you're good to go. So we just gotta go deliver this sword, the Old Order. Now this sword is actually a little bit stronger than the sword you'd be able to buy in the store. I think it's the Mithril sword. Let's see, inventory. Yes, the Sword of the Order. You'll actually be able to find out what it's called. I'm not sure, but basically don't sell the Sword of the Order right away. I wouldn't. Just a recommendation. Check the equipment stores first to see and verify what's best to keep before selling that sword. Because I'm pretty sure that sword is the strongest sword that you'll have your hands on at this point in the game. Which is interesting, but that is the case, so. Anyway, we come here and we talk to him. Alright, so, and yeah, Penelo is missing, and this is going to trigger, Balthier and Fran to sort of, bring us on a little quest. Because we sort of got entangled into a whole mess that we're not fully aware of yet. And things are just going to grow hairier and hairier as time goes by. So, strap yourselves in, because we're getting ready for a whole another world is going to be open to us. The skies, well, the broad and vast skies of Iblis await us. Not too far from this point, actually. Alright, so we mentioned that old Dallin sent us, so he'll let us in. And not a word of what goes on in here this event now will talk about Bosch's,
Then what do you make of
indictment
Ondor's
and,
proclamation? Are you suggesting they fooled even the Marquis?
Bond's brother and all that.
Not the captain. That would
So,
explain everything,
yeah.
wouldn't it?
In that case, the captain would be brother to a judge.
Now this is the
How are we to
insurgents,
trust such a man?
or as they say, the resistance. There's Bosch.
Now there is the Bosch that I remember.
And returns
Will you fight
Apostle
to
from the
get my
beginning of the
side?
game.
His word alone convinces me of nothing.
I'd take his word over that of a mouthpiece Marquis.
Then you name Rex liar with him.
That's
My
Bond's
brother
brother.
was no liar.
Just the opposite.
Rex was the witness they needed.
Mm-hmm.
They had to make it appear as if I killed the king. Rex bears no blame.
Nope.
The fates have willed it.
So this is Rex's brother.
I like how
Your
he
words
grabbed
may
it.
convince a child such as this, but they weigh far too lightly on the scales for my taste.
You could see that
Our
map in the
paths will remain
background.
separate.
As you could see,
Do you
the
not
Evilise
think
is
Amalia
huge.
worth saving?
I hold men's lives in my hands. I must see foes in every shadow. The night we moved against Vane, he knew. I will not chance such disadvantage again. I must treat you as I would Ondor, as I would treat any abettor of the Empire.
Then what will you do? Hold me here in chains?
Like that.
Some things never change, do they?
Listen to me, Bosch. Your
Alright.
cage may have no bars, but it is a cage.
This is
The eyes of the
all
Resistance
revving
watch
us up
unblinking.
toward our
Let them
big
watch.
quest.
I know something of cages.
And they are referring to Amalia again, although I don't know why, because they're in privacy and her name is Ash. So I don't know why they keep calling her Amalia. I would understand as a
That's
name,
right.
but they're in
Amalia's in the
private, so they both
Then you
know
know her.
Amalia is...
Sorta. We met just before we got sent to Nalbina. I've known nicer people.
Our paths keep crossing, yours and mine. It's more than coincidence.
It's annoying.
I'm sorry. Allow me one last annoyance, a favor to ask. I want you to take me to Balthier. Even
Right.
caged birds need wings.
This makes us even.
Even?
For Nalbina.
He
couldn't
starts
have done it without
to
you.
trust Bosch. It almost seems as if he automatically trusts Bosch immediately. Which is a little odd, like his opinion sort of shifts right away, automatically, like 1, 2, 3. Like he just said it's annoying because he's sort of being annoyed that he has to keep dealing with this guy Bosch. Now Bosch now has joined the quest. They did not tell you this, but he is now in the quest, not a guest anymore. He is now a member. Mithril Blade. That is actually a sword of the old order. Now there is no blade that's better than this. I am almost guaranteeing you this. So don't sell this sword. Keep it. Keep it. And yeah, you're gonna have to assign a job for Bosch. I'm not too sure what to give Bosch. You can give him whatever you'd like. I think though, in general, Bosch does make a good knight. He's tank material. Let's say that. He excels in strength. He excels also in mainly strength. You know, his specialty is in strength and in HP. But not exactly, really. I mean, wait. Yeah, his acceleration points are HP and strength for his attributes. So obviously a tank would be a good role for him. But before you assign him anything, you might want to do a little research on the different roles that they have. Because you are going to need DPS, you're going to need some tanks, and of course, you're going to need support. Now, he would definitely fit the role of a good DPS. And the knight, I think, is actually a good job for because of the HP totals. You see what I'm saying? So a knight is actually pretty good for like Ash, Vaughn, or Bosch. So I'm gonna give the knight to Bosch, only because of the fact that, well, he is in all respect a knight. That's his role in the game. He is a knight. He is a knight, and he is... And I mean, come on. If he's a knight, he's a knight. So, since he's a knight, I'm gonna actually make him a knight. So, I would go ahead and make him a knight. Again, you can make a second job in due time. Eventually, everybody will be able to choose a second job. But for the starting job, I would go with the knight. It's a good job. It's solid. The knight is a master of both dealing damage and receiving it. So, he's a perfect tank. And that's a knight's primary role, is a tank and / melee DPS. But their primary role, tank. There's nothing better than a knight for a tank. So, I would go for knight with Bosch. But you could do whatever you want, but my opinion is the knight. It has a really good, solid, license board. Its license board is pretty good. It's solid, as I'll show you right now. They have some pretty good potential core nodes like Soul Eater, Infuse. Sight Unseeing is a little iffy. I wouldn't recommend it, but missable nodes though, such as Revive or especially the White Magic nodes and Telekinesis. But nonetheless, they get amazing swords. They eventually open up to great swords. They can unlock a lot of white magic, such as 6, 7, 8, and 9, which gives you a broad range of support spells and healing, like Curaga, and Regeneration, Cleanse, Eswina, Confuse, Faith, Bravery, Curaja. So all of these are very, these will very much help the knight in what its job is. So not only to be able to take hits, but then they'll also be able to heal a little bit as well. So, but remember, you have to be careful on sealing away certain things. So, like for example, don't get the quickening here, because again, quickenings, character can only obtain 3. And if you grab this quickening, as you can see, there's nothing behind it. So you'd rather get this quickening because you can get Revive, Excalibur, and 390 HP augmentation. So this is a definite and see, these will be unlocked via Espers. But as you can see, they get a lot of good stuff. They get 11 battle lores. No, I think 10 battle lores. 3 shield blocks. And I think there is only 3 shield blocks, so that's good. They get Adrenaline, Focus, Headsman, Inquisitor, Last Stand, Martyr, Spellbound, and these are all very potential. Anyway, so now we can finally get somebody who uses Shields 1, but we're not going to need that. So to start him off, I would recommend getting Shields 2, Swords 1. It's very interesting because the Sword of the Old Order is better than anything you'll get in, like, I think it's better than the Longsword, actually. Sorry about that. So the importance he would lie in, I guess, getting Gambits. So I'll get him a Gambit slot. And, HP. Oh man. Voice is a little raspy. Okay, so HP augmentations, that's 230 HP right there. That's really good. They get like a total of 1,360 HP, I believe, in augments. And I'd also upgrade all your armor. So if you have shields 1, get shields 2. And then get heavy armor 2 as well. I would upgrade all your licenses so you can gain access to upgrading them via purchase from stores. So heavy armor 2. If he has swords 2, then get him swords 3. Keep yourself ahead of the game. Now mind you, just because you got swords 3, again, you're gonna have to purchase the items in order to use them. The only things that you don't have to is augments. So shield block, again, very useful. You want to obtain the shield blocks. MP is not as much of an issue at this point, so I wouldn't worry about that. If anything, you want to just worry about HP and accessories and keeping up with your equipment. You know, upgrading your equipment. Getting the licenses to have better equipment. Alright, so, like an Argle armlet, that's good, because it keeps you immune to blind and resistant towards dark damage, and it also boosts up your strength. Battle harness is also a really good accessory to grab. But don't grab fulminating darkness, not yet. Anyway, don't grab it just yet. Wait. Don't be hasty to getting quickenings just yet. Unless you have a machinist. And so focus on battle lore, shield blocking, and HP, other than the upgrading of equipment and accessories. So like, boom, I've already upgraded his accessories, his shields, his armor, and his weapons. So therefore, the only thing that's left to do is to try to get him HP augmentations, and any augmentations like Headsman or Inquisitor that has to do with, like, you know, increasing MP, don't bother right now with, because it's irrelevant. But like, for example, Last Stand, that's very good, especially for a tank. And I strongly recommend making Bosch a knight. I don't really know how, I mean, I can't really say it any other way, but he really excels at being a knight, and then later on, making him a knight time battle mage is actually the best way to go with Bosch, my personal opinion. And it's very widely known that the knight and the time mage go very well together. They're very complementary. Now you may be overstacked with heavy armor, but it doesn't matter because he is a tank, and tanks need heavy armor. So like I said, just grab mainly HP augmentations. Last Stand is good. Infuse, well, we don't have that yet, but... and Gambit slots as well, because I don't think he has many Gambit slots. So, like, I'm not gonna get Inquisitor, not now. First Aid is not even good, so I wouldn't bother getting that. If you want to get the Tourmaline Ring, you could do that as well. Okay. Soul Eater is good. I'm not gonna grab that though. Now, yeah, I think I'll grab this here. It's a Gambit slot, so he has 2 Gambits now. And that means I would go for, let's see here, 150 with a Gambit slot. No, I'd get this one here. And that's 190, so then grab this HP node here. This license here, and you'll be in good shape. Alright, so that's good. And then this will also lead you to getting focus. So, and since I'm here on the board, I'm going to get him his other battle lore, Shikari. Giving him a total of 3 battle lores now. And check it out, you get even more battle lores. But first things first. Again, let me upgrade his equipment. So now he has daggers too. Let's give him shields too, so he finally has the ability to use shields. Because if you've noticed, Vaughn has been using a one-handed weapon with no shield for quite some time now, and that has to change. Light armor 3. Well, let's pick up light armor 4. You can get the horned hat and the ring mail. In fact, you know what? If you have light armor 3, don't even bother. I would just go with getting like, let's see. I would actually grab, I'd actually grab the battle lores. Because, yeah, I'd do that. Grab the battle lores. Best way to go. And then after that, Argyle armlet. You want to expand on the, well, let's just see how many, I have to see something. Gambits, so he's got 3 gambits. Let's actually get him 1 more gambit, which is up this way. There's nothing wrong with getting another gambit. Alright, so we got another gambit. Now he has 4 gambits, and that's more than enough. I'd hold on to the 14 extra, because you're going to want to have swiftness. That's an important as well. Bring Bosch into the party. Now he's no longer a guest, so you could set him up as you like. A good gambit for Bosch, since he's a tank, would be to keep the party safe. So, I guess you'd want to go with the foe highest HP. Yeah. Attack foe with the highest HP. And then, and like I said, since we're still very much in the beginning stages of the game, you're not gonna need much, so. But as a tank, his main priority is going to be keeping the party safe from attacks. So healing, believe it or not, will actually, that actually pulls aggro, if you hadn't known. So I would go with ally HP 50%, potion. I would doubt that you have, like, it's impossible to have anything else. You couldn't have any, can't really have that many high potions at this point in the game. So I would just set potions. And overall, I would go with, you know, basically healing, status elements. For the most part. You want to make sure you, keep those statuses away. So I would set a gambit for eye drops and poison, respectively. You won't have much time to be worrying about healing dead characters. You should leave that more up to other people, support characters and such. So now, eye drops and antidotes work perfect. And I'd have them do it on any allies that are around. Ally any. Ally any. And then put them above. And you're good to go. So again, have them with healing gambits, because that will pull aggro. And have them attack, I would say, the highest HP, because you don't want them to hit the one with the lowest HP, because that just sort of thins the rank. You know, it thins the amount of targets that you're going after, which you'd rather leave to a DPS sort of suited character like Vaughn, who then I would actually change him to... Let's have him cure out, let's have him cure, I guess, blind, right? Yeah, that seems fine. Yep. And let's see, eye drops, ally any. Ally any eye drops. Attacking nearest visible should change. We should go with the foe with the lowest HP. Lowest remaining HP would be good for Vaughn. Now the main, I guess, priority is to actually pick up a shield for Vaughn, as well as getting upgraded armor and all that, but we'll do that after we meet with Balthier. We have to see Balthier and Fran, so we're gonna go visit them now. Let's go ahead and, you know, head back up into the you know, the upper city. The main province of Rabanastre. Rabanastre's proper. Pool's up there, so... Oh, another chest. These chests reappear. And 34 gil. Okay, nothing too fancy. Alright, we'll trigger a little scene once we get to the streets of Rabanastre. And it'll be pertaining to Bosch and Vaughn. And how, you know, Vaughn has sort of, I don't know, is starting to trust Bosch. You know, he's actually growing to trust him a bit more and more as the game progresses. He starts to trust him. He seems to go from, you know, he's a hothead, Vaughn, but anyway, you'll see what I mean. Gambit store's open also, but we'll do that when we do upgrades. We're not going to upgrade just yet. Let's first get our party together. Alright, so this will activate that scene in which they'll start talking, and then he'll start to come over the realization will wash over him that it's really the Empire that killed his brother and not Bosch. It's the Empire.
A lot of kids lost their parents in the war. Mine had already died before that.
During the plague.
The plague took them both.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
It's okay. It's been 5 years now. After that, I lived with my friend Pinello and her family.
Alright.
Then the war came.
I am sorry.
Again.
You don't have to keep apologizing. Really, it's
I
alright.
agree.
I know it wasn't your fault. I see that now. You didn't kill my brother.
The Empire did.
It was
That's
the
the
Empire.
flag. That's the Imperial flag. Very similar to
My brother
Six's.
trusted you. And he was right.
So now he's actually starting to actually give Bosch the benefit of the doubt that, you know, he was not the murderer of his brother. You know, he allegedly thought he was. In his mind, he knew he was at the time of his, you know, the way he responded on his, you know, when they first met. Was his indication was that he was the murderer of his brother, and you know, he's pissed. But it's sort of the, I guess the fact that he really is starting to understand that it's the Empire. It's the Empire that really did all this. You know, if it weren't for the Empire, none of this would have happened, and he is actually right on that. You know, if it wasn't for the Empire, then there would be no treaty signing or anything like that. So, giving Bosch the benefit of the doubt might be the right choice. And he's starting to see that now. Alright, so without further ado, let's go meet with Fran and Balthier. Or Balthier and Fran. I just think Fran and Balthier sounds better. Comes off better. Wait, did I just go? Yes, I did. Alright, so we're gonna have to go to the Sand Sea. And while at the Sand Sea, you can also take a look at the notice board for any new and upcoming quests. So, Sand Sea's right here, and the notice board will have new quests on it, new hunts. I always say quests, but same thing, side quests. And the most prevalent side quests in this game are hunts. So if you take a look at the notice board here, there'll be the Wraith, if you had done the Cactoid already. So I would go ahead and accept that. You have to find, her name is Mila, or Mila. So you'll find her in Lowtown. And if you look at the notice board, just head on up to trigger another event. And then we'll find out about where
As
Penelo
I said,
went.
a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? What I am understanding is it took Penelo because of you.
Apparently,
What about
Penelo's
Penelo?
been
Oh, Vaughn.
taken for ransom.
They've taken Penelo. And there was a note for this Balthier. Come to the Muserba Mines, it said.
It's Begamnon. He was in Albina.
If anything were to happen to that sweet child, why, I've her parents' memory to consider. You're going to go to her aid, and that's that. That's what you sky pirates do, isn't it?
I don't respond well to orders.
Now, he
You do
only
know
does
that the
this
Imperial fleet is
because of
massing at
Vaughn.
Bujerba.
He does this for Vaughn. Because
Fine, then
Balthier
I'll
takes a
go.
liking to him.
You at least have an airship, don't you? Just get me there and I'll find Penelo myself.
I'll join you.
Huh?
I have some business there as well.
Right.
An audience with the Marquis, by chance?
Exactly.
Balthier, just take us, and this is yours.
The guards are toying with us.
Make
Not sure
yourselves
what
ready.
that means.
We leave soon.
Right.
The gods are toying with us. Which is true, actually, but how does... But people wouldn't really understand what that means. And, believe it or not, the gods are toying with us. The gods and arbiters of Iblis and humanity in general are... Well, I don't want to spoil anything, so you'll find out later who they are. Alright, so when we're ready to go, we're gonna meet him in the aerodrome. And that's at the West Gate, and again, the only reason he's doing this is for Vaughn. And why he's doing it? Because he wasn't gonna listen to, you know, to what's-his-face, Miguelo. But for Vaughn is a whole other story. I don't know why, but I think it's because he had a friend that was similar to Vaughn, and he feels bad. So, thus, that's making him want to go and, you know, he'll go out of his way for Vaughn. I guess a special bond is sort of, you know, being formed between the two of them. Thus, you know, Vaughn looks at, you know, up to Balthier as, you know, the leading man, but he really isn't the leading man. He's actually second from the leading man, which is Bosch. He's the main character. Then the supporting secondary main character would be Balthier. Now is the time to start upgrading. You may want to take a look at all the stores now, starting from equipment, especially equipment. And as I said before, the Sword of the Old Order is actually better than the sword you can pick up right now, I think. See? Long sword. It's swords too, but still... And you can't even pick up the Mithril sword anywhere. So I would just stick with keeping that sword for now. Don't bother picking up the long sword because you have the Sword of the Old Order, which is much better than that. It's actually 3 points weaker. So, but if you've gotten most of the stuff you need, you'll probably be okay. So I'm gonna go grab the Not the hand axe. In fact, I don't think I need, and even the broadsword, that's swords 1. Bowgun, mace, mage masher. I have most of the stuff I need already. If you don't. Now, long swords, that's in swords 2, but again, like I said, the mithril sword is better than the long sword. So, keep that. Now I have extra equipment, like an extra short bow. I have 1 silver bow, so I'm gonna sell the short bow. And I'm not gonna sell the cypress pole. I will sell the Altair. We have 3 capellas, so I'm gonna obviously sell 2 capellas. You don't need 3 of them. Iron hammer, a dagger, get rid of the dagger. A cherry staff. So as you can see, it's sword, but it's a sword that really doesn't reside in anything, and it can be used by anybody. And its power is pretty high, it's 23. So I'd keep it. Cherry staff. In fact, I'm actually going to keep most of this stuff, since I'm not really too sure on who I'm going to make with that. And the silver bow is actually good because it's an upgrade. Now, if this is Mystic Armor 2, it's pretty useless, because I have no mages, and by the time I do obtain a job for a mage, I'll probably, you know, need better stuff, so. So, I'm gonna go and get rid of certain things, a lot of things. Like the head guard, don't need it. The Tokapi hat, I don't really need that either. Again, having more than 1 bangle is just, it's plain stupidity. You really only need 1 bangle. There's no need for any more than 1 bangle. 1 bangle is more than enough. There really serves no point to have 2 bangles. That's just stupid. And, ba-ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. And then I guess I'm gonna sell the onion shot because I already have the silent shot. So I'm gonna sell the onion arrows and the onion shot now that we have the upgrades. So sell that. If you at least have the silent shot and the parallel arrows, I would get rid of those. There's no need for them because parallel arrows are just, they're the same as onion arrows, but they're better. They're 1 point stronger. Double the strength. And tourmaline ring, keep that. 1 bangle, keep that. Rachi armlet, you can have 2. Same thing with the Argal armlet. And yeah, so. But again, I don't need anything from there, so we're good to go. We have a cypress pole, and that's going to be used for Penelo, actually. Penelo is my monk. I've already assigned her the monk job, so. And monks use poles. Where things get a bit more complicated is when we go in here. So you're gonna probably want to have to upgrade everybody's equipment. If you hadn't done so already, you might want to do it now. You want to have light armor 3 for everybody, which I do, so I'm in good shape. Check to see what they have and upgrade. Because everything now, they have all new stuff, upgraded stuff. And apparently they have the leather shield, that's good. I even have the buckler, so don't even bother getting the leather shield. The leather shield, I guess, would only be good if you start out with a knight, I guess. Because I'm gonna grab a buckler and equip it to my good friend here, Bosch. That's shields 1. Huh. I time, he still can't afford anything, but we can get the leather helm, leather armor. Apparently we still have better stuff, so there's really not much upgrading to do, actually. Because he already has the bronze armor and stuff, so there is no need to really go any further than that. So, you know. So mainly, go pick up other things. So we'll take a look at, we'll go take a look at I already took a look in the weapon shop, or I went into the armor shop, so now I'll go into the magic shop. And if there's any new magics for sale, I have plenty of cash, so I will buy them. And there is no new magic for sale, and I have everything that, you know, that they're selling, so in good shape. But there may be some new techniques, I don't know. Not 100% sure. That's Jome or Rabanastre. Let's see if there's any new techniques. Maybe they might have poach, who knows. What I can tell you though is your next arrival, when you come back to Rabanastre again for the intermission, they're gonna have a lot of upgrades. Alright, so batons, fine selection. And again, nothing new. So therefore, I would be remiss not to pick up this Grimoire. So I'm going to get the Forgotten Grimoire. And then again, you can get this. The Grimoires are good because they actually assist in drops, such as loot. They actually give you the ability to get better loot. Unfortunately, when you get a Forgotten Grimoire, they don't really tell you exactly what kind of content it will be. But this is 18,000, so it is the Hunter's Monograph, which enhances loot from beasts and avians. So, again, after finishing the Dextera hunt, speak with Gatsly in the Muthu Bazaar. And, yeah, first go to look to see if you need money for upgrades. If not, and you're all set, pick up the Forgotten Grimoire. So, there you go, Hunter's Monograph. The next monograph you'll get will be the Knight, then eventually a War Mage, then Mage, then Scholar, then Dragoon, Sage, and you'll get the Canopic Jar later. Alright, so, with that being said, in good shape we have 3,000. That will be enough to buy some itinerary, such as potions and you know, Phoenix Downs if we need, or any other type of healing items. So let's head on over to Magillo Sundries. Speed it up a little bit here. You could talk to the citizens of Rabanastre if you want to get an idea of what people are doing, or what their stories are, what they're thinking, what's going on around you, and so on and so forth, because people are always changing what they say, and it's all interwoven into the story of the world, you know? It's a very, very well crafted NPCs, because they always seem to, you know, say different things during different points of the game. So let's buy us, if I have 20 Phoenix Downs, that's pretty good. But I would stock up on everything by carrying 50 potions. Potions are important. Eye drops, I have 35. Let's get 35 of all that stuff. And then 25 Phoenix Downs. Good to go. And I wouldn't sell your, I'm not gonna sell anything like, I wouldn't bother selling, your teleport stones or any of these you know, items, because a lot of these can be hard to get, especially elixirs, ethers. I would hold on to them. Even motes, keep them. And again, you can talk to whoever you want. Now is a really good time to actually get a feel for your party, and you know how they respond and so on and so forth. So I would go to licenses and start allocating points to now Balthier and Fran. Let's see. Let's get, oh, right. Battle harness. And the tourmaline ring. And one gambit. And a gambit slot. That should be enough for now. And as for the archer, I would, I don't know. Let's see. I would get the tourmaline ring. And get her a gambit slot. And, you know, also get her, I would say, yeah, why not? We can get Remedy Lore 1, or, yeah, let's do that. We'll get Remedy Lore 1 and Phoenix Lore. And you can also get Spellbound after that. That's a good direction for her. And unless that takes care of those two. So check out the gambits there. I'm gonna do mainly self. Oh, also change him to 60% because, like I said, that'll pull aggro, and that's important. Healing will always pull aggro. That's why I'd rather go with self-relying potions. Have your tank, you know, worry about the rest. Or support character. So for that matter, I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a self HP 50%. For eye drops, I think I'll just go with any. Libra, that's good. And he has an extra, so I think I'm gonna give him Phoenix down. So just, you know, be able to heal fallen allies in case we need that to be done. So just do ally any, and you're in good shape. I'd put that at the tippy top because it's very important. Now I can also change this to antidote. Perfect. And yeah, ally any cure. Let's see what else we got going on. I guess, I mean, it really depends on what you want to do. If you do have a potion lore, you may want to go with that, but it's up to you. You may want to go with cure if you don't have a potion lore. But remember, cure could take a little time to cast, so I am going to make another attack gambit, actually. Because, I'll explain it. Party leader's target means that she's not the party leader, and if she is the party leader's target without actually having any other attack gambit, she will not attack. So, I would actually set something up. I'm gonna go with lowest remaining HP. So, for example, now, if, say you have Vaughn, Balthier, or anybody else as your party leader, she'll attack the same target as them. If not, she will attack the lowest remaining HP character, target. Now is a great time to take on the Wraith. Oh, and also, if you have a silver bow, equip it, because it's much better than the short bow, by a long shot. Brings your attack power up, and yeah, so do that. Alright, so, like I said, I'm gonna go and do the Wraith. You should follow suit and do the Wraith as well, so this way you can keep up with the hunts. And this will also fetch you better, better provisions at the Mutu Bazaar. So go to Lowtown and head on down. We have to find a woman named Mila, and she's not far. She's actually very close by. And if you want a reminder, you could always go into your clan primer and go to hunts. So if you've kept up so far, you would have completed this. So thus, this would be the only thing left to do, and also Little Love on the Big Plains. Waterway Haunting. So view map. Mila is right there. So we are actually very close to Mila. We just have to go straight north. So we run up right over here and we'll talk to Mila. And she's right over here. Apparently concerned about a child stuck inside this apartment due to some haunting ghost. A child has shut himself inside the house because he's frightened of a ghost that he saw in the neighborhood. And apparently the ghost is real, called the Wraith. So I would accept that hunt and get started on it. It's really not even that far either, so. And then the hunt begins for the Wraith. And it's not that hard. The only thing that the Wraith does do is cast Doom. And where you go to fight it is in the waterway. Just like before. Storehouse 5. So you just go right over here. Pretty sure anyway. Maybe I'm wrong. Usually not wrong, but it's first for everything. Waterway's like right around here. I know that. God damn it. Oh, there it is, see? Right here. Campsite waterway, right over here. And what you gotta do is just go right over here. I'm pretty sure anyway, I think. No, I mean, yeah, this one. Like from the beginning of the game. Okay, so just join me in my next video, guys, where I will take on the Wraith, and then we will leave Rabanastre and make for the Sky City. Alright, guys, keep on gaming, and hope you enjoyed my video. Next video, we will be heading over to Bejerva and, well, killing the Wraith. Alright, over and out, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope I helped you out. in any way possible. Alright, so without further ado, peace out.